What's up, everybody? BTC is pumped daily. What the hell is going on? XRP. Yeah, good. Hey, Carl Bowman. Yeah, I know, man. It kind of, well, we'll talk about it in a second. Okay, all right, we'll go ahead and get this started. That was, what was it? Cartel by Savage. I mean, this guy right here, he definitely puts out some nice beats. I like his, definitely like his style, so you might want to check him out. So, okay. You know me, I like to kind of get right into it. We're sitting at 23 people watching now, so you know what? That's good for me. All right. Now I wanted to mention something. Was it Carl Bauman says BTC pump daily? What the hell is going on with XRP? Any idea? You know, XRP is going to come up. You know, it's just like most of the alts, especially the whole deal is that they always pump after BTC. So and then even XRP pumps after all the other alts. But you know what, guys, the thing is that it's easy to see that XRP is being held down. Whenever the price starts to kind of break out, it just gets sold. You know, there's so much selling that goes on. The price just, drops back down. They're keeping it within a range, and the only thing I can think is that it is for a reason. So I'll kind of talk about some stuff here, and I mentioned it in one of my videos, but I will talk about it. Let's see. Pablo, you have 20,000 XRP. Do you think that's enough? Well, okay, so one thing, man, don't flash your bags. That's a bad idea, because look at it like this. Once XRP hits, we'll say $5,000, okay, whenever that might be, do you really want people to know that you have 5,000, you have 20,000 XRP? Probably not. But yeah, that's more than enough. I mean, just the figure from what I know, from what I've been told. Yeah, guys. I mean, I'll put it like this: even if you have 1,000 XRP, it's enough. From what I understand, that's all you really need. Might have to wait a little longer, but hey. Okay, so CKJ's CKJ's cellmate. What's happening, Mr. Freecoiner? Crypto fan happening. Oh man, that's crazy, man. That's wild. CKJ's cellmate. Oh man, yep. Hey, so oh man. Yeah, Pablo. Yeah, I mean, and like I said, that's not my prediction, man. That's not coming from me. This is information that I'm being given. So, hey, take it for what it's worth, man. Yeah, XRP Junior, it does seem like it's waiting for something. Christmas could be it, but I don't, honestly, I personally think we could see some exciting things next month. There's so much going on with SBI, and, we may even get some type of regulation next month. The deal is that when you see the way that sell wall is real high, I mean, there's just some weird stuff going on, and it's definitely manipulated. I think they're waiting on something. from, it's been suggested that the Ripple team is going to, look out for us, being, for us hardcore XRP community or fans or whatever. Those of us who have bought in and stayed and been strong, it's been suggested that they are going to reward us for our, our presence, just being here. So something else to look forward to. Okay, yo, Joe, I'm coming for you, my boy, my busting. Oh man, CKJ's cellmate. Okay, we got Wigs. XRP is going nowhere because it's being held back for now. Then they will let it go. It's going to the moon. They're just letting Bill. Yeah, actually. So you know what? And we're at 49. Let's go ahead and look at this. Okay, so Crypto Maniac, and this guy right here, he's always dropping some good articles, just good information out there. But and I think I talked about this in my last live stream. But look here, we are the Fed. This is in the video here. The guy says we were the Fed. We helped them. We helped stand up the Fed. They will light up all their corridors simultaneously and mass enable them. Implementation this quarter and early next quarter. $2 to $5 trillion in transactions per day. I mean, come on. And the thing is, when you look at the number of transactions they're talking about, seriously, what cryptocurrency can handle that type of action? XRP. I mean, I'm just saying. So let's see, we need an alt rally and an XRP specific rally on top of it. Yeah, and it's coming, man. I mean, I know, dude, it's hard, and I'm gonna tell you something. I need it and want it just as bad as anybody else. I'm gonna be honest with you. But in my experience, what I've seen over the last couple years, just in my life, I'm gonna be honest with you, I've seen some really tough times. I mean, well, I was sitting in Africa, in Zimbabwe, and man, on a daily basis, it seemed like every other day, I'm just sitting, waiting on somebody else or waiting for this or that to happen. And you know what? Most of the time, it just ended up being a bust or a dud. I mean, you follow up on a lead or something that you get all excited about, and then it ends up being or nothing at all. Guys, I always wondered why in the hell I had to go through all that BS back then, but now I see this is the reason why. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think all the crap that I had to go through for months on end, where in this case, I was actually living it. At least here we're all in the safety of our homes. We're all just pretty much getting up, doing our regular thing. But when I was over there, man, oh my God, living in a house that was infested with termites, always afraid that the freaking roof was gonna fall in on us. I mean, no running water, no freaking no water that I could get from inside the house. Very rarely did the electricity work. I mean, really, it was out way more than half the time. I remember one time that the power went out because in Zimbabwe they had rolling blackouts. But I remember one time the electricity was out for, I think it was 9 days. Everything in the refrigerator went bad. And it was terrible, man. It was terrible. It was so bad. I mean, we had to pretty much cook in the fireplace because it was winter over there. When it rained and all, it was crazy. It was crazy. But like I said, I mean, I think I went through all of that crap for this right here because this is going to be the payday of a lifetime. And it's just all we got to do, guys, is just wait on it. I mean, seriously. Thanks 24K. He says, bro, love your channel, good job. I really appreciate it. I want to tell you, just take a little side avenue here. You got the only reason why I do this is because of you guys, and you know the comments and the the messages. I mean, of course, there's always going to be somebody throwing something negative out there, and that's cool. It doesn't really faze me. But I mean, all of you who appreciate what I have to say and come back and all of that. Hey man, that does a lot for me, and I really appreciate it. But yeah, I mean, guys, all we have to do at this point, all we have to do is sit here and wait. That's it. I mean, you don't have to worry about somebody coming in and possibly kicking you out of your house, somebody stealing your stuff. I mean, just man, so much crap that I'm gonna tell you, God, I every time I sit and think about it, it amazes me that I made it through that without a scratch. And the only thing I can say is it was definitely the man above who took care of me. Oh my God, Kohan, man, he says keep it up, man. Hey, bro, definitely appreciate that. Thank you for the $20 donation, man. Thank you, brother. All right, and ditto, Sean Thompson. Ditto, I enjoy your channel as well. Hey, Sean, appreciate it, man. Legendary, thanks for chatting. Absolutely, man. And I wanted to do this more often. It's just that sometimes life gets in the way. And as I mentioned before, I'm trying to make a change in my life right now so I can do more of this. Let's see what else. Kohan, hold 25. Oh yeah, yeah, for sure, man. Let's see. Ditto. Thanks for chatting with us. Yeah. I want to see anybody else. Come up, love this. Yeah, thank you, Jared. I really appreciate it. He says, "I love the videos." Yeah, free, and it's it's kind of funny. I've been told a couple times that Google translates when I say Mr. Freecoiner as Freecoiner or something freak. I'm like, no, I'm not really a freak. At least I don't think so. Mr. I'm speechless. I trust Brad. Missed out on the dawn of the internet information, not missing out on the internet value. Bro, yes. You know what? And it's funny you say that, CKJ Cellmate. What he says, I missed out on the dawn of the internet information, not missing out on the internet of value, money 2.0. Absolutely, man. Because, I was around when I was really involved with the internet and everything that was going on back then. I was buying websites and URLs and all that stuff. I just didn't have the forethought to actually, because at the time people were buying URLs. They were going and they would buy the actual like apple.com, just for example, and then they would turn around and sell these things, and they would have multiples of them until they came out with rules where you couldn't do that anymore. But yeah, let's see. Capital B. I cheated on XRP and brought $100 in vet today. Bro, that's not a bad thing. That's not a bad thing at all. Like I said, I mean, there is no cheating. I don't know if you guys saw my video from a little while ago, but I know, like myself, I get a bit obsessive about things, and if I have only one thing to be concerned about, so I had to kind of just get involved in some other projects like Tron and even Vet, and it just really kind of it kind of spreads your focus out a little bit, and really it makes you calm down, because you're not just watching one thing obsessing over that. XRP is going somewhere for sure. I think it's coming much sooner than we can or than we're really thinking, but yeah, I mean, there's nothing wrong with having something else. I mean, it's your money, man. It really comes down to that. It's your money. You can do what you want to. Don't let anybody tell you that anything crazy. All right, time is valuable. It's one thing that can't be replaced. Yep, I believe in VeChain Thor as well. It's not cheating. It's called diversification. Yep, that's right. Let's see. Yeah. So okay, let's go ahead and I just really tonight. It has been kind of quiet today, not a whole lot of news coming out. And to be honest with you, when I've seen kind of a pattern. Whenever that happens, from what I've seen, it means that something big is about to come out. Okay, it could be next week when we see something. Next week's the beginning. It could be the beginning of July. There's some stuff happening at the very beginning. We got SBI. We got possibly the Fed coming out, giving us some information, guys. So who knows? And then also, I like reading your comments too. And some of you guys are wild. Let's see. Choice.com sold for Choice.com sold for 30 million cash to blockchain company. Happened recently. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. Was that 24K business? Let's see. What are we looking at here? All right. Bet is the new XRP. Honestly, man, as Brad Garlinghouse mentioned, there will be some winners and there will be a lot of losers. Okay, I personally think VET is going to be a winner in what's coming. I mean, and there's, like I said, there's nothing wrong with that. I actually made a decent amount of profit, so hey, I can't say anything bad about it. And then also, if you have VET, you can go right over to BitTrue, get it locked up. I think their lockup is live, or you can go and lock up right now. You know what? Let me go and check real quick. Because what is it? Yeah, that's right. Hold up. Because I was actually meaning to get back over here so I can go ahead and lock up what I earned here. Okay. Oh, wait. Oh, I gotta wait till 1,000. Okay, so they so you have to have at least 1,000 VET to actually do the little lockup there, but it's all good. Yeah. So anyway, let me get back over here. All right. What's your July 31st prediction? Okay, my Charles Polidori asked me, and guys, if you could do the whole, just do my at. I think it's at Freecoiner 1. I think. Hold up. I think it's at Mr. Freecoiner. If you do that, that way your question, kind of pops out more. But Charles Polidori asks, what's your July 31st prediction? July 31st. So really, I'm being very conservative. So what I'm gonna say is, I think we could at least see $5 by the end of July. Okay, and I'm saying, and actually, I think it could be far more than that. But like I said, it's hard to say what Ripple is actually going to do. They did, like I said, they did kind of give a hint that they were going to reward us for our participation and being there for them. So, I mean, $5, honestly, I would be very happy with that for, a couple months. I mean, I couldn't complain about that. So for July 31st, I'm just going to say at least $5. All right. Okay. When, hold up. Somebody said, when Dallas meetup. You know what? I was thinking about doing that. And actually, I wanted to do it where it's more of a situation where we have something sectioned out for us. So it would be at a particular location, maybe out somewhere, and just kind of reserve a spot for us, just to kind of I don't know, add a little an air of exclusivity. That's what I'm thinking about, but we'll see. Okay, so I hope XRP gets to $1 by end of July. Hey, that would be nice too, man. I mean, anything's better than where we are, I believe. All right, let's see. Is there American Chinese black? exchange by vet. Should be able to, you know what? Actually, I don't think there is. But BitTrue, I have mine on BitTrue. And the price is cheap on vet. Yep. Still, I think it's less. Vet is less than a dollar. I mean, a cent. Let me see here. Yeah, right there. Crypto compare. Let's check out vet. There we go. So VeChain is sitting at, let's look at USD. It's sitting at just under a cent. It's come up quite a bit. It was it was like 0.00. I think it was 0.0007 or 8 or something like that. Not long ago. Okay, is there a price uphold as uphold as vet? I don't think uphold as vet. Let's see. What do you guys think of the new exchange vaccine? You talking sounds? I'm not sure. What do you mean, Sidu Baya Plateau? You talking sounds? I'm not sure what you mean by that. What are you U.S. people doing with all their alts on Binance trading? Yeah, anybody in the U.S. got alts on Binance, I mean, you're pretty much out of luck at this point, except for you joining U.S. Going 3 to 5 years. Jared Howard says, where do you see vet going in 3 to 5 years? Man, I mean, 3 to 5 years, I think this market will be something totally different, to be honest with you. I mean, vet, depending on the use case, $3-4. I mean, who knows? It could hit, I mean, I think in the next bull run, vet could probably hit a couple dollars, to be honest with you. Okay, I'm not sure what you're talking about, man. Oh, no. Oh, one of the guys in the chat. Okay, gotcha. Okay. BitTrue is the best, just got approved for KYC. Oh, really? BitTrue just, oh, really? Mr. Big Man. So you're saying you got KYC approved on BitTrue? If you did, man, that's huge. They rejected mine. Okay. Oh, you know what? That might explain why they're going to allow us to start buying BTR. Okay, that's going to happen on the 30th. So a few more days. We have until September. Okay. Hey, my uncle calling me daily to know if XRP is Big Dad K says, hey, Freecoiner, my uncle calling me daily to know if his XRP is enough to become a millionaire. He has 53,000 XRP now. Look, your dad is gonna be damn near a billionaire before it's all over with. So, or your uncle. I'm sorry, but yeah, tell him don't worry. He's got plenty. He's got plenty. I moved all my bet to BitTrue and stuff. There you go. Yeah, see, 179 Kevin. Exactly. It's all staked. Mine is staked. That's hey man, that's a good amount right there. You sitting on getting about 40 a day. That's awesome, man. That's awesome. Yeah, I mean, I definitely I would say if you can invest in something else, hey man, why not? It like I said, it takes the pressure off of you needing and wanting XRP to do something. It takes your attention off of it. I think a lot of people would benefit from that personally, because you don't want just one thing that you're focusing on so intently that it just never it just doesn't give you a chance to breathe really, and the fact that vet went up, it made me feel good. It made me feel like, okay, I don't I don't lose money always in the crypto market. So yeah, I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. And if you find with just holding on for XRP, that's fine. I mean, it's totally. I mean, it's your investment. So, you know, do what you're gonna do. I mean, it's all good. I have to take two. Okay. A lot of them, bit true. You know, yeah. Okay. So on Tron, you have Tron staked at bit true. You know, actually in Tron, if you did the and that's cool too, having it on BitTrue. But I have my Tron. I have it. What is it? I voted for a super representative, and I get a decent amount of Tron every day. So yeah, you know, if you have the opportunity, this is free money. Do you know that there have been people like back in 2018 that were giving away Bitcoin, and you know, actually there was this guy that set up some type of puzzle, and whoever figured out the puzzle was going to get, I want to say it ended up being like $1 million in Bitcoin, and I forgot, I can't remember exactly how much Bitcoin it was, but either way, he said that he had received over 300 Bitcoin in airdrops. Okay, so I'm going to tell you, I'm all for putting your coin somewhere so you can earn some. Yeah, it's a risky thing to have your coins on an exchange, but you know, all in all, guys, it's, you know, it's always your call. But hey, I'm willing to take that chance on some. You know, I have the majority of my XRP is locked up somewhere, so you know, it's on a ledger, so I'm not worried about that. But the other stuff I have, hey, I'm doing what I'm going to do with that. All right. Okay. Don't tell the public how much XRP you or your family owns. Be safe, people. Yeah, absolutely. Skiffles, absolutely good point. Yeah, guys, don't flash your bags. I call it flashing your bags. Don't flash your bags. It's not the best thing. There was a guy. I don't know if you guys have heard of this particular guy. His name, his YouTube name was like Mikey the Alien or something like that. Well, Mikey the Alien was always talking about how many Tron he had, and he, you know, I got over 1 million Tron. I got almost 2 million Tron, and guess what happened? Somebody targeted him and took all of his Tron, all of it. He stopped making videos for a while because, you know, and when he finally came back, I mean, you could tell that the wind was definitely taking out his sails. So, and then also, you know, the Hodge twins, same thing happened with them. Somebody targeted them and stole all their coins. I think they stole their XRP. So they don't even talk about crypto anymore. For a minute there, they were making quite a few videos about crypto. I think this was like last year or 2017, something like that. So yeah, be very careful, guys. 2 different pictures. Let's see. Oh, okay. And 179 Kevin, Mr. Freecoiner, a little over 200,000, but I got it when no one was buying vet. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, man. Hey, be careful. Be careful about, you know, and that's all good. But you know what? The thing is, I know when you said how many vet you were getting a day, I knew how much. I knew around about where you were sitting. But yeah, man, be very careful about, you know, flashing that. Somebody might try to get you. Any idea on when Coinbase might add Cardano or Tron? No, they haven't added anything. They are, you know, they're Coinbase. You know, they want to keep that nose in the air. They'll learn. They need to add both of them actually. Have you looked into OceanX on Vet? They have Vet pairings. OceanX, I think I've heard of that one. I mean, you know, for me though, BitTrue, I mean, I'm getting free Vet. So if OceanX is providing that at a higher rate, shoot, I'd be interested, to be honest with you. Can you send Tron from Binance to BitTrue? I would imagine if you're not in the U.S. Tron scan, yeah, I did that too. Okay. Let's see. All right, so once I'm too afraid to stake my XRP to it on Ledger as well. Yeah, I mean, personally, I have a few XRP that's staked over there in BitTrue. I mean, but honestly, it's not a whole lot. But hey, like I said, anything is free, and it just adds to your stack, man. Okay. Oh, okay. So the Hodge twins had their EOS stolen. Okay. And I know they for a minute there they were talking about XRP quite a bit. I think I don't know if they had gotten into it or before or after the whole thing, but yeah, that sucks, man. That sucks. Then I remember that guy said he had 3 million Tron. He was using the dog as his voice. Oh yeah. He was exactly. That's him. Pablo. Yeah, he had the little dog up there, and he was talking, and the dog was moving his mouth according, with his talk. Yes, that's him. That's Mikey the Alien. Okay. Let's see. The human tripod. Senor Freecoiner, what coins do you hold? Well, I got of course XRP. I've got VET. I got what else? A few free ones on Coinbase where you get those after watching the videos. I mean, not much of those. I got Bitcoin, but I get Bitcoin pretty much on a daily basis because I have Litecoin miners, and I mine. The pool that I mine with, they actually pay out in Bitcoin. So, I have Bitcoin because of that, and I have Tron. That's all. I think maybe one or two other coins I can't, but not much of it. So, all right. Let's see. Yeah, definitely. And Human Tripod, thank you so much, man, for the $2 donation. Hey, like I said, I really appreciate you guys, and that's you guys are the reason why I'm here. So, all right. Let's see. What else we got here? CK Cellmate says XRP is my retirement. Yep. That is just funny, man. CKJ Cellmate. All right. Art Butler, you traded your EOS for XRP? So did I. Back when it was like $14. I think I made a smidgen of profit, and I was like, you know what? I could tell that it was going to go back down because this is right before everything started heading down. And I sold it for XRP, but of course, XRP at the time was like, I want to say like 45 cents or something like that. So, if I had waited, either way, I would have lost. I won't say lost, but either way, unless I had sold into and traded for USDT or something, I would have ended up getting the same amount of XRP. So it's all good. 24K, bro, how to donate? Well, okay, so if you want to donate, there is the super chat button. It looks like a little dollar sign down there, a little S. If you click that, I think it gives you a little thing where you can where you can actually put your donation through. And again, I definitely appreciate it, guys. Absolutely, without a doubt. Let's see. Bitcoin. Yeah, Bitcoin. Yeah. You know what? Those dudes right there, man, they are wild. They are absolutely wild. I mean, they'll have you cracking up. They have you splitting your side. Thoughts on Holochain? You know what? I liked Holochain. I liked the idea about it, and I had Holochain. I had a lot of Holochain. But at the time, I think it had gone up a little bit. And, really the main reason why I bought it was just because because that was the time when Sam was talking about the Ripple Riddler. So I knew that a lot of people were going to be buying into it. So I went ahead and bought some. And sure enough, the price went up and I sold and bought XRP. So I think the project's great. The idea behind it is great. If it can give us a better way to internet, that's awesome. That's awesome. Can't be a XRP, Mr. Big Man, Pundy X. Yeah, you know what? I have. Let's see. Do I have? I had Pundy. You know what? I sold Pundy too because I was able to sell and get a little bit of profit. So I did that, and of course I just bought XRP, and I split. Actually, I split it between XRP and VET. That's what I did. But Pundy, I mean, they have several partnerships from what I remember, and again, I mean, hey, nothing wrong with the project. I think it's a solid project. VET is going to surprise a lot of people. Yeah, I think so too. Mr. Big Man, it's been stable. Pundy X has been stable recently. Oh man, Prismac, Watchnot. Hey man, again, thank you, man. Thank you for the $2.30 £30 donation. Much appreciated, brother. Much appreciated. You guys don't understand this. I don't want to go into my personal life too much right now, but until after I kind of get some things done here. But some decisions that I'm making right now are basically going to help me focus more on this and provide you guys with better content. So hopefully that'll be coming soon. See, CGH, so my bags are full of XRP Classic. Got my XRP Classic. Oh yeah, there it is. Partnerships where to watch. Yeah, any partnerships, because the partnerships are what add to the utility of the coin. Because if you don't have a company, a solidified company out there that's in business, that's been doing business and doing well. If you don't have companies out there that are willing to use a particular project or coin, or let me flip that around. If you have a company out there that's willing to use a particular coin, that is just adding to that coin's validity and their use case. So that gives us an ability, because of course when you see that happening, if you're able to jump in there soon enough and ride that wave up, guys, that's profit. That right there is profit right there. You can grab a little bit of that and then turn around and put it in XRP or maybe another project that you're looking for. But profit is profit. Okay, so everyone should hodl at least 0.1 BTC for a long haul. You know what, man? 179 Kevin, that's not a bad idea, honestly. I think so. I think the same thing, because Bitcoin is not going anywhere. Bitcoin is, it's Bitcoin. It's been here. It's like Coke. It's not going anywhere. So, I don't hate on Bitcoin, and I don't think anybody should hate on Bitcoin, because, it is what it is. But as far as Bitcoin goes, I personally, as far as a project goes, or, its abilities, it is antiquated. It's not going to be the go-to for payments. It's not going to be the go-to for a settlement. None of that. But everyone knows Bitcoin. That's the first thing that people understand when they get into this market. So it's not going anywhere. That's going to continue to happen as people jump into this market. And it is going to make Bitcoin go through the roof. Okay. Let's see. What else we got here? Love your channel. Have to drop some bags in VeChain. Thank you, Newell. Jordan, thanks, man. I really appreciate that. Like I said, it does me good to know that people appreciate what I have to put out there, and that's the reason why I keep doing this. How's it going, everyone? Is XRP my favorite coin? I would have to say, yeah. When you look at the project, when you look at Ripple, you have a group of or a team, I'll say, that's right out there in front. They're doing everything, and then they acknowledge their following. What more can you ask for? Last time I checked, Amazon doesn't care about the people that that have their stock. They just, they're just invested. But you actually have a company that is a multi-billion-dollar company who acknowledges the people that follow them and also have us, in their minds. So I'd have to say they are. I really hope I'm saying your name right. Presmek, won't you, dude? Thank you again for the £2.29 donation, man. I really appreciate it. He says, "What is your prediction till end of bull run for XRP?" Okay, so this bull run, the information I have, I think this bull run is going to last possibly as long as a year, maybe longer, but in more than a handful of months, I'll say from today, a bit longer than a year, we will be looking at several thousand dollar XRP, according to what I have heard. Okay, what has been told to me. So I would have to predict at least, by the end of this bull run, if it lasts a year, or just, we'll say a year and a half from now, I would definitely say we could be looking at, I'll be conservative and say a $2,000 XRP because of everything that's going on in the background, guys. Let's see. Who was that? I think I'm way late. Oh no, Lum, you're good, bro. You're good. Okay, so but yeah, that's let's see, timeline for the next bull one. Okay, one sec. So that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking, I'm gonna give it, say, a year and a half from now. We could be looking at a couple $1,000 XRP. Now you got to remember. So number one, you have a lot of people who are throwing FUD or just making comments where they're saying, well, in 5 years XRP could be at $100. That's totally erroneous. They are totally incorrect about that. And the reason why is because there are a lot of things going on in the background, and not just with the crypto space. We're talking about with stock market, with just economies around the world. What is about to happen needs to happen for a lot of different reasons. Okay, this is not a process that's going to take multiple years. We don't have multiple years left on the current things as they are. Okay, we don't have multiple years for that. At most we have several months, but things have to change. That's the reason why, if you pay attention to the news and you see how things are going, with these trade wars and all this, all these things that are going on with the government, there's a reason why this is happening. It's because it can't stay the current regime, or the currently the way things are. It can't stay this way, and the U.S. is looking to get out of debt. I don't care. I think I read something recently about Trump acknowledging Bitcoin or something to that effect. But look, guys, they know better than us. Don't let these are just smoke and mirrors out here. Don't let them trick you into believing they're going another way. That's just a standard fake out. They're faking one way, but they're going to go back this other way. I'm telling you, it's not at all what they're making it seem to be. Okay, so you're right about BTC. I can see a really crazy number one day for BTC. Yeah, that is yeah, for BTC. We could see $100,000, possibly even within the next 12 to 15 months. I'll say it could be it could be sooner than that. The thing is you always have to remember that we don't have enough information to make a call. Okay, what you have to look at is what's actually happening, and you have to understand why. And the only way you can understand why something is happening is you have to look in the history, look in the past. So you know that the stock market's been on a 10-year, 11-year bull run. It's unsustainable. And a lot of the numbers that are being posted up now, it's all fake. The reason why this bull run has happened is simply because companies have been buying their own stocks. They're able to prop their values up by buying their own stocks. This is the same thing that happened before the stock market crash in the 30s. Okay, so we're just headed back. You know, we're about to head back to that same route, and it's going to be worse. Of course, worse than what happened back in, I think it was 29. So yeah, that's what's up. I mean, it can't stay like this. It's got to change, and it's going to change in a very, very big way. All right, conservative. yeah, I know, and yeah, conservative. And I'm serious. I'm being very conservative. Let's see. I think in a few years we'll hit $1,000 price. No, I mean, Newell Jordan, you know, I know that's what a lot of people are saying, but like I said, we don't have a few years for this to happen. We just don't. What's happening right now and what's been happening, they made a mess of the economy. They made a mess of the world. So yeah, if we really had, well, I'll put it like this: if this was 2015, I would say that, but we just don't have that type of time. And you know, the government, there's people up there, they know that. I fully expect a $10,000 XRP in 10 years. Oh yeah, by 10 years, definitely happen by then, but it'll likely be before that. There's going to be a lot of millionaires and billionaires. Yeah, they're going to be millionaires, billionaires, and a few trillionaires. All right. I don't think there will be as many millionaires as people think. You know, that's a very good point, Crypto Cajun. Very good point. I think a lot of people will do the same thing. They'll probably sell at $5 or something like that. They'll, you know, price goes up, kind of retraces a little bit. Some FUD gets put out, and then they end up selling, you know, way too early. That's another reason to have other cryptos, so you can sustain yourself while you allow XRP to reach its heights. See, there's strategy in this. There's strategy. I hope you're in good health and good spirits. Oh yeah, brother, I am. Thank you. Thank you for the well wish, man. And I hope the same thing for all of you guys, for sure. That's the most important thing, of course, as I've mentioned in the past. Without health, you don't have anything. So, and actually, myself, I've been hitting the gym more, and I feel great, and eating a lot of you know, the grass-fed beef, and man, I'm gonna tell you, just everything has been. I mean, I've been feeling great, Just, you know, just getting enough sleep, all of that. Let's see. Let me get on down here. Let's see. It just seems too easy. There's gonna be a lot of millions. Well, actually, a legendary. I know it seems easy, but actually, it's not, man. Because if you look at what's been going on over these last couple years, it hasn't been easy. Somebody getting in, this is the deal. Like if you just got in, we'll say 4 months ago, okay, or you bought in when XRP was really kind of low, like low 30s, right? And you've only been in the space for a while. You say you picked up 30 or 40,000 XRP, and you're just kind of chilling. You're not, you know, necessarily hurting, or you never lost anything before. Then yeah, it would seem like it's easy. But I'm going to tell you something. I've been in this, and I've mentioned this several times. I've been in this since early 2017. I had some heavy losses, and I've been riding this, man, for, you know, as long as everybody else since the end of the last bull run. And it's been tough, man. It's been tough to stay in and stay positive and all of that. You know, it's, yeah, especially the thing that made it worse was just the losses. So I can see where, you know, why you would feel that way. Okay, Pablo says, do you think Trump knows about XRP? Oh yeah, absolutely, man. He definitely knows about it. Trump signed an executive order with Ripple mentioned in it. Oh, really? Legendary, really? I'm gonna have to definitely take that. Because actually, I got some information saying that Trump was supposed to acknowledge either crypto or XRP in some way, and I was thinking that it was going to be in some type of announcement, but that could very well be what they were talking about. All right, true, very true. I'm trying to keep that blood pressure under control. yeah, I hear you, man. Our Butler, for sure. Jared Howard, will you still make your videos when you're a multi-millionaire? Jared, that's something I thought about several times, and you know what? I do think I will, but I know for sure then it'll be a very different type of video, because I may make some like just strictly crypto videos, for whatever reason, but at that time, once we've reached that goal, there's really no point. I don't think people would necessarily be interested in, somebody telling them how much money they made, or, because there's no point in me saying, hey, hold on, be patient, none of that stuff. So, but I like doing this, so it'll probably be just in a different format. Okay, let's see. I think VeChain can get to $100. Very good project. Hey, Noel, anything is possible. Anything is possible. I can't discount VeChain. It just depends on, the use case. It just really, that's all it depends on. I guess the only thing we can say is we'll see. Okay, you're not a VeChain tubers. Okay, I'm not sure what you're saying there, Leon. Okay. All right, so I think Trump won't allow the economy to tank. He'll turn on the printing press and tax the other country. Well, so as far as okay, so from what I understand, it's inevitable. It's going to happen. It has to happen. And nobody has. So there's nothing anybody can do about it. Trump can't do anything about it. Nobody can do anything about it, because this is something that's been building for many years. So it's something that's got to happen. It's just another process that we're going to have to go through, and on the other side we'll come out a lot better off for it. And this is something actually we needed to go through. We should have gone through this back in 2009. The economy needed to really crash on the levels of back in 29, I think it was 29. So it needs to crash on that level to really kind of reset. So this is what they're calling it. What's about to happen. It's going to be a reset, and many people have mentioned, but it's inevitable. Nothing can stop it. So excuse me. Okay. I feel like I'm very seasoned. I rode the XRP wave from 20 to 380. Hello, I started buying again at 25 cents. So happy. Yeah, absolutely. Crypto Cajun, you did a good thing, man. Did you sell at $3, $3.80? Because if you sold at $3.80 and then bought back in at 24 cents, bro, you winning. You are winning for sure. July 28 Trump announcement. Oh, really? Okay. July 28 Trump announcement. All right, Jared. We definitely have to look for that one. I'm going to tell you, we got a lot of stuff coming. I think July is going to be one of the biggest months we've seen. And it could very well turn out to be like the biggest month we've seen, especially as far as XRP goes. Okay, got my first BTC 2015 to buy silver and gold with it. I didn't realize then where BTC was headed. Yeah, that, and legendary. Yeah, bro. Yeah, in 2012, I was gonna get into mining Bitcoin, and I had thought about buying. At the time, I had gotten a nice little bonus for my job, and I was gonna buy Bitcoin and start mining and all that stuff. But I just didn't do it, because I read some stuff Bitcoin is a scam and all this other bull crap. So I just kind of put it on the back burner and I never did go back to it. But yeah, we do live and learn. Crypto Katie didn't sell anything ever. I was scared it would take off, holding strong. Yeah, I hear you, man. And it's, you know, when you're sitting there and you've been holding for a while, and then the price goes up, and you're thinking, okay, if I sell and then the price, what happens if the price goes to $20? You know, yeah, I understand, man. I understand. I was actually gonna sell my vet here when it, and I mean I can still sell it because I'm you know, fairly deep in profit, but you know, at the same time I'm like, nah, I think I'm just gonna hold on, because it's not, you know, and that's why it's important to have your points where you plan on selling. It's always very important to do that, because otherwise you know, you're just kind of hung out there, right? You may sell too early, you might overstay, you know, and then you have a plus or minus as well. So like if, say like with XRP, you have you know, say you have a mindset to sell at $5 plus or minus, you know, 50 cents, right? So you give yourself a little bit of leeway, and if it hits that, hey, you sell a little bit, sell your target amount, and you know, sit on that profit. I mean, that's just from what I understand, because I'm not, this is kind of, as far as the trading part, I mean, I've been kind of dabbling in it for some years, but being as deep as I am now, you know, this is a little bit new. So, you know, relatively new. Let's see. No, I was scared to. Anyone have a good exit plan drawn up? I keep playing with the numbers, can't nail anything specific down. You know what? Actually, someone did put some. Oh, you know what? Actually, David Schwartz said. I think he tweeted something out. Some good levels to sell at, or something to that effect. I mean, actually, maybe it wasn't. Come to think of it, maybe it wasn't him, but it's out there. Somebody tweeted it. Well, from what I've heard, they will take interest rates to 0 and start giving people checks to stay home, kind of like Alaska does. That's interesting. Interest rates to 0. That's interesting. My main thing is I wish they would leave us alone about the freaking taxes. You know, just to do a flat tax. And that's something I would, that was part of my video earlier, where, was it? Let me see. Katie T. What is her name? Hold up. Clara T. Let's see. So yeah, so Clara put this video out, and here this was part of my video earlier, where this lady here, Marianne Williamson, she's a presidential candidate for 2020. She had mentioned something about getting money from payments as opposed to taxes. I am all for that, you know, or flat tax, just paying taxes on the products that we buy. I mean, that to me is the most fair way to do it. Absolutely, hands down. I mean, it just is. It's just a better way, because that way, I mean, it's not fair that they tax our income. It makes no sense at all. No sense. It's robbery. It's absolute robbery. Now, to pay a sales tax, I mean, that makes a lot more sense. You're paying for the infrastructure. You know, that just to, you know, to allow that product to make it to you, that absolutely makes sense. And there's so many other ways that we're getting screwed, man. It's robbery. It's absolute robbery. Okay. Let's see. $2,000 XRP. Are you real? Yeah. Crypto mine. Yeah. I mean, like I said, it's not my prediction. Now let's get that straight. It's not my prediction. I'm just passing on information that was shared with me. So it's not my prediction. Do I believe XRP can do that? Absolutely. When you see what's planned for it, without a doubt, XRP can absolutely get there. But again, it's all about the time frame. So let's see, I bought hot for 150 and now it's 950. Y'all making me want to sell it. Oh yeah, hey man, like I said, I mean, you're in profit. I mean, once you make profit, you can do what you want to do. So all right, one second, man. Read article about VeChain, say $50 trillion going into blockchain. Yeah, I definitely don't doubt that. Just like I was showing that video a minute ago, $2 to $5 trillion coming into the crypto market. Most likely, a lot of that will hit XRP this quarter, early next quarter. $2 to $5 trillion. Every $1 trillion into XRP, no less than $25. So if we get $2 trillion, that's $50 per XRP. Okay, and that's minimum. You know, that's minimum. Those numbers really don't speak accurately to the price, simply because of and there was someone that was explaining how that actually works, but it is just a good baseline to look at. So for every $1 trillion, it's roughly $25. It roughly increases XRP's price $25. Okay, where are we at? It's 9:49. All right. Had some info on crypto tax state in the state residents. I believe it's in legislation. Yeah, there have been several states that have come out with some rules related to the regulation for crypto. We're looking for Fed stuff actually, because you know with XRP they have that case in the federal courts right now. All right, Nevada has some info on crypto. Okay. The guy who tweeted his plan had him taking out 40% at $5, which seems, yeah, you know, and that actually, Keith, yes, that's what I was talking about, and I agree with you, man. I think taking out 40% at $5, no, I'm not doing that. And again, that's the reason why I have VET. That's the reason why I have Tron. You know, when those go up, because you got to remember, typically the other alts go up before XRP does. So, you know, say, you know, the VET and Tron go up, you know, they do a 5x. Well, you know what? I'm selling at least half of both of them. I'm going to sit on that money and let XRP really get up there. You know, then that really kind of blows my my current plan kind of out of the water, because you know there's no need to sell at lower prices, at least for me. Yeah, I agree. Tim D, 100% agree. Taxation is theft. Absolutely, absolutely. And they'll send their damn thugs to your house and put you in prison too if you don't pay it. That's crazy. That is just crazy. Pablo, you gonna buy more XRP? Hey man, you know, in my opinion, that's never a bad idea. Under $1, under 50 cents, oh hell yeah. I'm just waiting for my paycheck this weekend, man. I'm buying more. Okay, I mean, I get cellmate, CKJ cellmate, man. Calm down, man. Calm down. I know it is exciting. Oh man. See, government will start charging people interest on their bank holdings unless they spend their money right away. You know, it's crazy. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I don't let's see. I don't like the idea of switching my my XRP, especially XRP, into cash, right? Because at that point you're definitely vulnerable to whatever happens to the fiat. That's, you know, so I feel better about keeping my XRP in XRP, because, you know, if it goes up, down, whatever, I'm actually more comfortable with that than in fiat, because and on top of that, once you get into fiat, the man can come take their money. It is their money. They can take it anytime they get ready. The bank can say, nope, you can't have access to this account, all of that stuff. So yeah, I just rather not have a whole lot of money in fiat. And hopefully soon, I mean, we'll just be able to go, we'll be able to go to the Lambo dealership and just, buy whatever we want, buy a Huracan or a whatever, a Urus or whatever. That's actually what I like. I like the Urus, or an Aventador, whatever. Just, hey, here's whatever coin they take, and boom, you walk right out with it. I think I'd rather do it that way. Let's see. Keep doing your thing, Ms. Freecoiner. Hey, man, I appreciate it. Yes, definitely will do that, Kenneth, for sure. If you love that car, you're crazy. Let's see. I'm so tempted to sell my Porsche. I'll put it. Let's see. Government will start. Yeah. Okay. I'm not selling a single red cent of XRP at $5. Maybe $50 to start. F Castle. Yeah, I feel you, man. I feel you. The only reason why I would sell it at lower amounts is if I just absolutely needed the cash. That's the only way. And then I'd sell, I mean, sparingly. If I could get away with just selling 500 XRP, you know what? That's what I'd do. I'm not trying to, go crazy, because then when you look back, you sell 5,000 coins just to get a little chunk. Well, XRP goes to $500, and damn, you just gave away a whole lot of money. Gave it away. Hope I never have to cash out. Yeah. I would rather just use my coins. That's it. That way you only get rid of what you are intending to for that moment. There aren't a whole lot of extra fees and charges and all that stuff. They charge you when you make the money, then tax you when you make gains on that tax money, double tax. Yeah, man. Yeah, you absolutely. F Castle, absolutely, man. That's what's crazy about it. We get charged money, right? When you cash out, and if I'm wrong, hey, correct me. But say you go and you cash out 1,000 XRP for, we'll say $1,000. Okay, you're not going to get $1,000 for that, but they're going to tax you on $1,000. That's just fucking crazy. Excuse me, that's freaking crazy. I mean, it just makes no sense to me. It makes no sense. All right. USDX XRP stablecoin, no taxable event and spend. Yeah, man, that's interesting, man. Interesting you say that. How will the market cap need to be for 2,000 XRP? Well, you gotta think about it like this: $2,000 XRP is really not a whole lot. If I'm understanding you right, how will the market cap need to be for 2,000? I think you're meaning $2,000, $2,000 XRP. So think about this: the derivatives market is they've already been talking about that. Man, I tell you, there's so much information out there. I always forget, but the derivatives market has over a quadrillion in them. Okay, a quadrillion. So I mean, I don't know exactly. I haven't done the figures on a $2,000 XRP, but to be honest with you, I think once it gets to a certain point, it really doesn't matter anymore. If you're looking at $30 trillion in XRP, I mean, at that point, I mean, geez, does it? Will it even match up? Probably not. Probably not. Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna buy a lot of land where the economy tanks and silver. I love deer hunting, and all I think about is land. No, man, Crypto Cajun, you're not weird, man. Because one thing I'm looking at right now is buying some land. Like, I want to get about 100 acres, and have a house for myself, for me and my wife, my parents, and couple other houses, and then just go, because my dad and I love to hunt as well. So hey man, you're not weird at all. All right, let me just get on down a little bit, because anything feds. Oh, no tax for the mass public. Adopt crypto. Let's see. Do you think the feds will know tax for the mass public to be incentivized? That's a good question, man. That's a good question. Hey, hold on. Crypto Cajun. Hey, man. Freaking crazy. Thank you, man, for the $5 donation. I really appreciate it. And dude, like I said, man, you're not crazy at all. I feel you. You know what I want to do is have enough land. I want to get a couple side-by-sides and, you know, four-wheelers and all that stuff, have a track set up on there and all that stuff. I'm more of an outdoorsy person too, and I'm from the country. So, hey man, I feel you. For sure. Okay. Let's see. Hold up. Yeah, okay. Hey, what's up, Bill Winkle? Hey man, welcome to the chat. All right, he says, CKJ cellmate, did CKJ take the Snickers bar off the pillow on intake day? And CKJ cellmate says, no, that punk got the bottom bunk, that's for sure. That's for sure. Oh, man. All right, so Tron, what other crypto are you in? Besides Kenneth McDaniel says, besides XRP Vet, what Tron, what other cryptos? I mean, like I said, man, I have a little bit of BTC. I mean, the other ones are really kind of, you know, the main three is XRP, Vet, and Tron. That's really all. That's the only ones I really count. All right, Jared, do you think the feds will know that? Okay, let's see what else we got here. 179 Kevin, batteries dying on laptop. Hope everyone sells high and buys. Hey man, thanks, Kevin. 179 Kevin, thank you for joining, man. I really appreciate it. Have a good night. Yeah, and hey, I feel the same way. Hope everybody buys, sells high, buys low. Absolutely. I'm looking at this way fiat currency is man-made. They can make it in pricing. Why XRP limits? Yeah, that's very true, Pablo. Absolutely. Let's see. I give you a second. If you take the Snickers, that is consistent. Yeah. Oh man. Well, I tell you what, CKJ, man, he just, you know, so a lot of people thought it was about, and to be honest with you, I can see where you have a, you know, you just make a mistake or whatever with the whole charity thing. I mean, I don't know what happened with that, but you know, it is possible to make a mistake, forget, whatever. Me personally, I would not even get involved with it because I would not want to make a mistake like that. But the problem that CKJ had is that he was talking bad about people. I mean, dude, like, what is wrong with you? These are people that are supposed to be your friends or just, you know, at least, you know, acquaintances, and you're going to talk trash about them like that? Man, that's just dumb. That's dumb. All right, let's see. I'm not even gonna buy a house. I'm going off grid. I hear you, man. Tim D. Yeah, going off grid is definitely not a bad thing. Fiat's currency eventually go to zero, proven throughout record credited best to move whatever shit you have spare digital assets that are yeah, CKJ's settlement. Yep. And the thing is, fiat is dangerous. It's very dangerous because it's, you know, being that it is centralized and controlled by criminals, you just never know what's going to happen. I mean, one day good, next day you can be Zimbabwe. You never know. All right, so Keith A, what do you think about the XRP manifesto DNI put out? I think that's a great way. I think that's a great way of explaining how price will potentially go. You know, I haven't seen that, to be honest with you, man. Haven't seen it. I'll have to check that out. But I mean, there have been, what was her name? Susie from Esoteric something. She has a site. So she's in Australia. This is her field. Like, she's in finance and all that stuff, and she makes great points. One of her early videos from, I think it was 2018, she kind of laid out how XRP could go to like 329 or something like that. But guys, I mean, to be honest with you, this isn't an organic market. XRP isn't organically doing anything. It is being held down right now. I personally think if they weren't constantly selling to bring the, because you got people, you have these whales who are sitting there and just waiting to see the price starting to creep up, and they just, they sell a big chunk to bring the price back down. So it's not going to go up. It's being held in position for a reason, and it's not going to go anywhere until they're ready for it to. So that's why I keep saying, just be patient. There's nothing we can do about it, and maybe divert your attention on something else. It might actually help. See, Tim D, I always thought CKJ was the type of person that you would trust to stay in-house and not steal your dreams, TV, but would probably drink all your beer without. Yeah, man, I hear you. But you know what? Actually, I noticed something about CKJ early on, man, when I first started watching him. And, I know a lot of guys like that. Being in the military, I'm going to tell you, you run into all types of personalities, and it's always the personalities that are kind of extreme. Well, not always, but a lot of times. And, like I said, I ran into a lot of guys like him. Okay, and Bullwinkle says they have already signaled that fiat will burn, XRP will rise from the ashes, XRP will have a very high value to power the global financial system. Yeah, absolutely. And, guys, I mean, when you look at it, and when you look at what's, the people that Ripple is actually hanging out with, I mean, look at Christine Lagarde. Look at, the fact that XRP is being praised by the IMF and, all these different institutions. Look, the writing is on the wall. XRP has a place, and it has a specific job to do in the minds of these people who have the ability to affect change. It's there. It's not Bitcoin, although Bitcoin will have its own place. It's not anything else. It's not ETH. It's not Litecoin. It's none of that. It's XRP. The writing's on the wall. We just, like I keep saying, just sit back, relax, and just let it happen, because it is going to. All right, CKJ Selmet. Also, how do you forget to send all the XRP that was donated from a stream? Not that he didn't send it, all of it. He sent none of it. Yeah, man. It could be, like I said, I don't know. I can't speak on what the guy's intent was, but what I can speak on is, you don't talk trash about people. It definitely doesn't bode well for anything else that you're doing. Right? It makes everything else you do suspect. All right. Keith A. Lays put how XRP could be used to erase sovereign debt by debtor nations buying OTC, then running through the IMF, and the high price point can erase the debt. Yes. Yeah, absolutely, bro. That's the thing. That's what they plan on doing. They're going to erase the debt with XRP. And it's brilliant, to be honest with you, because look what so if you really look at it, the way Ripple is acting right now, they're all over the globe. They're trekking everywhere. They're getting XRP into all the nooks and crannies. So what's going to happen? Well, I'll say this. Let's look at a scenario. What if the IMF have already, or rather, what if Ripple have already allocated all of the locked up XRP to the IMF, or not the IMF, but the US, right? That would, I mean, right there, that changes the whole game. That erases the debt. It puts the US in a very favorable position. And this is, this is a scenario that, may or may not be the truth, but that is definitely one way they could, just really erase all the debt and just, start from zero. But the current system, it's got to burn. It's got to burn. Let's see. What's up, Mr. Freecoiner? What's up, Butch? Hey, how's it going, man? Bill Holder, yes, it does. Serial jackoffs don't get that, though. That's a bit of a stretch, isn't it? Bill Holder. Yeah, no, not really, man. You wouldn't. I'm gonna be I want to be kind of straight here, guys. I know a lot of times some of the things I say may seem a bit far-fetched, but you got to understand, you have not seen what I've seen. I've seen where important people have been caught in their game. Right? I've seen them get caught in their deception, and they're just like, haha, you caught me. You wouldn't believe it. You wouldn't believe all the things that are going on right this moment where they depend on you to be willfully ignorant. They depend on you to not want to know, to always believe that they're telling you the truth. They count on that. And as long as you're willing to be that way, they're going to act exactly like that. Because whose fault is it? Is it their fault for actually doing it, or your fault for accepting it? I'm just saying, this is stuff I've seen. Let's see. Bankers are happy to get the interest from money that they created out of nothing, and we can see prosperity again. What do you think Trump will have to say at the G20? That's a good question. That's a very good question. The bankers want you dead. How the hell else are they going to shore up the central bank's balance sheets? Absolutely. Absolutely, man. It just, they, you know what? The thing is that even if they came out and just said it straight up, people still wouldn't believe it. So, hey, definitely not going to believe some guy that's up here saying, crazy stuff. But hey, whatever. And I'm not, and I'm not alone. I've spoken to other people, some people a lot smarter than me, who have actually imparted a lot of this knowledge on me. So, Trump will say nothing about the Ripple. Yeah, exactly. And see, actually, as you see here, see Bill Holder, he says Trump will say nothing about Ripple or XRP. Bill Winkle says he can't, and that's absolutely right, guys. What have I been saying for some time? And there are a lot of people that know this, and guys, I'm not saying this because I'm just thinking it. This is coming from the words of, like I said, people who are smarter than me, who are in the financial industry. You got to understand, the reason why Christine Lagarde doesn't speak about XRP, the reason why you don't hear XRP, the name XRP, in a lot of these forums and things like that, is because they can't say anything. They cannot. They're not going to bring the attention to XRP. Why would they? They don't have to. All they got to do is talk about Bitcoin or Ethereum or Litecoin. They don't want too many people knowing about XRP and what is about to happen with it. So remember that. All right, let's see. Only way the dollar survives is if Trump brings back the gold standard. Q keeps saying gold will bring down the Fed. I can't imagine debt-free USA. That hasn't happened since. So yeah, Tim D. Yeah, I know it does seem weird, but look, we're about to move into another era. And look, what's about to happen is beyond anything that anybody's thinking right now. Just just hold that in the back of your head for now, and just see what happens. I'll say in the next 5 years, just see what happens. You talk about a paradigm shift. It's gonna be mind blowing. X-ray down from the room. Q says a lot of things. Like Tristan, Freecoiner. Was it the military that red pilled you? Keith A, you know what, man? it wasn't okay. So when I came back from Zimbabwe the first time, and this was back in 2006, I had a lot of time on my hands and I did a lot of research. So at that point, my eyes opened a bit, right? But there were still some things I didn't understand or I just didn't know about. So 2012, there was something that happened that, essentially started the process of my eyes fully opening. Now, my world is very different. I see things that, some people don't see necessarily. And really, it really has to do with the fact that I'm trying to, anybody can, I'm not something special, anybody can see what I see. It's just, you have to want to see it. You have to not be comfortable with being lied to. It is easier, it seems safer, and it's more, it's warm and fuzzy when you believe the narrative. But if you look just under the sheets there, behind the curtain, that the answers start to get revealed. That's just the honest truth. You have to want to see it. The military is military free. Yeah, exactly, man. The military. Let's see. Okay, yeah. So Bullwinkle says the military is the military. Free will determine what pill you swallow. Yep, that's right, man. It's all about the decision you make and what you want. Look, people either want to be sheep or they don't want to. That's just it. Every day we're presented with a choice. Either you continue with the narrative or you break from it and start to understand that you are in a box. Because one thing, the number one part of this is you have to want to, and I've said this before, one of the hardest things to do is to tell a man in a box that he's in a box. You can't tell him that. He has to see it for himself, and that's just what I have seen in my life. I think what happened would be great. It will be the biggest moment in history. A lot of conversation about saying about a level playing field. Yeah, that's very true. Yeah, level playing field. Ian Hancock, PCAT dog. Then what? On the open market. Okay, so VCAT. Why have it on the open market? What does it matter? What difference does it make if they hide it or they don't? It may as well be hidden. You got people that know about XRP right now who are still jumping out of it despite all of the news and the information that's coming out. It's not about whether the information is there. All the information that we need is right there in front of us. It's just that our handlers know that it's very unlikely that the majority or the population will actually want to see what's going on. That's the thing. That's and that's part of the reason why the education system is the way it is. It's part of the reason why you're being vaccinated on a constant basis. It's part of the reason why your food is contaminated. It's a program to increase their odds of being successful. Okay, so let's see. They say, I was Marine infantry in Fallujah in 06, and it opened my eyes in the fact that we weren't there for the reasons they told us. That, yeah, and man, sometimes it is the situation that you're in that opened your eyes. And you know, again, you just never know what you're gonna come up against. Little bubble. Yeah, CKJ soulmate. People prefer to live in their little bubbles in comfort. Yep, absolutely. It's just easier. It's easier. Best, and I've been told that. I've been told. I've tried to just show people certain things, and they reject it. And I have asked the question, why don't you want to follow up on this? And I've been told directly, it's easier to just understand it the way I understand it. And that's sad, but hey, it's just the truth. All right. If you quit, Keith, if you quit watching TV for a long period, then try watching a modern sitcom. It's actually insulting to see how lowbrow it is and how stupid they think you are. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. I haven't watched TV in years. I have not had cable it's been almost 10 years now. Almost 10 years. Okay. All right. CKJ, don't forget the 5G cell towers that are being installed. Everyone and bombarded with. Yep, absolutely. 5G. They call it. And see, the thing is, it doesn't have to be that way. CKJ cellmate. The 5G that is likely, or they've been trying to deploy, is called weaponized 5G. It doesn't have to be that way. So, yeah. Okay, guys. Man, we've been going at it for quite a while here, and I am getting tired. Yeah. So, guys, again, I really, really appreciate everyone joining. Man, and I really love this. I love seeing what you guys have to say. I kind of wish it was a little bit more interactive, but really it's not really feasible, because if you had a bunch of voices, it would just be total chaos. But all in all, guys, great time. I enjoy this as much as you guys do, and I look forward to the next time. Let's see, Jay Castro, hey Mr. Prune, before you go, thank you for your videos. Jay Castro, brother, hey, I really appreciate it, and it is my pleasure to bring information, just bring my flavor to you guys. I love it, and this too, I enjoy it very, very much, because I get information I learn from you guys as well. So it's always, me, I'm always about knowledge transfer. The most important thing that we have as a people, if we can impart knowledge on each other, that is going to always bring heighten our awareness level, heighten our individual understanding. Guys, I mean, it is always a good thing to do this. Let's see. Keep up the good work. Hey, appreciate it, Eddie Q. See, CKJ cellmate, love the stream. Hey, brother, I appreciate it. Strong hands, hold on. Absolutely. Morris Prince, absolutely, man. CKJ cellmate, you take two. Absolutely. America, #1. All right, guys. Again, thank you. Take care of yourselves, and God bless.